Welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Rail series. Today we're going to do a new line on the Southeast Mass branch, but real quick before I get to that, I just want to show something that I did to improve South Station a little bit. I finally figured out that there's a CVS up here, so I just went ahead and on the top of this little area that overlooks the main concourse, I guess you could call it, is the CVS. Here, I just put a, checkout area with a chest so you can put things in. And I use bookshelves for aisles where you can shop for items. So it's kind of just laid out like a normal store, nothing too detailed. But just wanted to show that I put that in there. And now we will get to the train line. Alright, so still recovering from my cold, so might sound a little squeaky, so hopefully it's not too annoying, but I'll do my best not to breathe. And so today we're going to do the Middleborough Lakeville line, and I'm jumping with excitement because I can't press it fast enough to fly. So here we go, down the Middleborough Lakeville line, and we get to finally see what that station off to the left is, which is probably no suspense for people who know the line well. So there's Newmarket. We pass it right there for the Fairmont line that we just did in the last episode. And up here is JFK UMASS. So obviously, because of the way I laid the track out, it's smaller than it's supposed to be, but generally the same layout. What I did was, since there's only one track for the commuter rail line with a platform, I just decided to add in the red line portion of it, where they do have 4 tracks over here, one for the Ashmont line, one for the Braintree line. So here is just the Middleborough Lakeville line representing that portion of it with the platform in the middle, and on the side is the other platform. And up here is where you would go to cross over to the other side. And I'm not sure what's in here. I've never been in here myself. I assume it's just as simple as, some ticket areas and the gates to go through for your trolley card, so I didn't make it too elaborate. I just put a staircase going down on each side, including a staircase to the Kingston Plymouth line in this case, which is the middle platform, so you can get down to this, and then put the fence down to mark where the fence would be separating the red line from the commuter rail. With this little overhang here in the brick building. And of course, if you want to go to the Greenbush line, this is where you would go. You'd cross overhead and come down here, where it's just a simple platform, all high level with the shelter at the end here. So pretty simple. More complicated than it looks, just because I had to try to get all the placement of everything right. But generally speaking, on a smaller scale, this is what it looks like. So that's JFK UMass. Get a little aerial shot of it. And moving on now. So this one was semi-easy to make for the platforms at least. So what I did was I separated them again, since there's 3 tracks, into the actual commuter rail line, which happens to be the Middleborough Lakeville line now in this case, since the tracks do cross over with the red line going to the left, coming outbound. So now on the left side is now the red line side, which is really the Kingston, Plymouth, and Greenbush line. So just have the center platform to accompany both tracks. There really is only one center platform, but because of the way I laid them out, this is what happened. And then I put the bigger portion of the platform on the left side, just has some seats. And you can go up the stairs here. This is an exit right here. I'll just close that. So you can just come from the land over here and hop on to the platform, or rather the station building. Nothing too elaborate on the inside. It's really just, the stairs going down. There's some ticket areas. There's a parking garage. I put this here as the trolley card entrance. And this is just a parking garage, so I put a little sidewalk and a staircase to the top with another sidewalk. So nothing too elaborate. But for the Middleborough Lakeville line, it's representing the commuter rail side. So once you come down these stairs, which do come down in like a spiral and then straighten out here, but due to lack of space, I just kept it coming down like that. And it's raining again, good lord. But for this section, it's really simple. It's just in a dark tunnel with a couple of benches to sit in. And the wall mostly blocks the red line station in real life, so you kind of have to peek around the far end here to see it at all. I'll turn the rain off in a sec here. But yep, so you just would come up the stairs, you could go over there, there's another exit, and in real life you come down from the street level and kind of go down into the station, so I wanted to replicate that right here underneath this little canopy area. So you just come down into the area and then you turn right and go down the staircase, and that's how you get to the platform. And just to replicate it, I did have to make it come up from the much lower land, so in theory I could have just made a staircase right up to it, but I wanted to replicate the outside, so I put this little elevated piece in here, like that. Get a little aerial shot of that. And in the distance over there you can see the Fairmount line. And now I will turn off the weather. So after Quincy Center, the Greenbush line eventually splits off to the left, and there it goes that way. And we will get to that one eventually. But then these two keep continuing together for a little bit. And I did finally decide to make a center platform for Braintree here. I have the track split off in the tunnel here to move out a little further. Mainly because this station just looks better with it. Because that's how it is in real life. In reality, I'm pretty sure the staircase that leads up to it is on the other side. Over here. Like it crosses over here. I could be wrong. I'm trying to think about it in my head. I just know that going inbound, you cross... Let's see. Maybe, actually, no, I think maybe I did get this right. Nope. Looking outbound. Yeah, looking outbound, you do cross to the left. So, yeah, I did get it right. I remember I spent time on that. So, yeah, you just come on, look both ways before crossing kind of deal. So you cross the this track over here that goes off to the Kingston-Plymouth line. And so on the left side, you got the Middleborough-Lakeville line, right side Kingston-Plymouth. So labeled Braintree there, this side labeled with Kingston-Plymouth that way, and this side labeled with Middleborough-Lakeville this way. So a very simple station, just a high-level platform with an elongated shelter. So very simple. And then the Kingston-Plymouth line splits off, and we're just left with the Middleborough-Lakeville line. So if you remember from one of the other videos, this is the line that is crossing the Stoughton line. So this is the Stoughton branch right here on its way off to Stoughton. Obviously, due to scaling, this is not accurate at all. So the Middleborough-Lakeville line crosses over it. In reality, it's far offset from it. That's just because I have it going much further scaling-wise out to Stoughton than it would have otherwise done. So I just have it go over it real quick, and then we continue forward. Alright, so first stop after Braintree here. We got Randolph, Holbrook. Most of these stations, if not pretty much all of them, are going to be very basic. It's just a high-level platform. This one has 2 shelters. The only thing that will really change probably is the side that the station is located on, side of the tracks. So in this case, it's left coming outbound. So a very simple platform. You just got the high-level platform, 2 shelters. And to make it easy to get on from both sides, I added that little piece right there. However, there is an actual crossing from the parking lot to get onto the platform. So if you're just walking around on the land here, you can just come right down onto it. And if you're down on the other side of the cliff, you just have to cross right here, like you would from the parking lot in real life. So that is Randolph Holbrook. Also, in real life, the staircase goes up onto the platform from the side, not in the front of it like that. Alright, next stop, we actually do have 2 platforms in this case. So this is Montello. And here, it's pretty much simple as this. You just have the 2 high-level platforms on either side. There's supposed to be 2 tracks, but I just did 1 track per branch. On the inbound side, you have more shelter area, as per usual, due to more people waiting to go into the city than coming out. So on the right side, or left side now, is where you have the additional platform shelter. And 2 staircases leading up to it, as well as the pedestrian crosswalk that I decided to put in here, just to make it easier to get to either side. As per usual, you can just jump, but, you know, you can just... If you want to be realistic about it, you can just do this to get to each side. So there's Montello. Alright, next here is Brockton. In reality, the 2 tracks do split around it, so this is a central platform. So to choose which side to put it on, I just picked the side that was easier to access on via land, that I didn't have to modify too much. So I put it on this right side here. Pretty simple station. So here you can just kind of walk onto it from the land, but you do have to kind of cross over the tracks and get to the platform. So I just put a staircase here leading up to it with a little extended overhang for shelter. So very simple station. If you're on the other side of the tracks, you can just kind of scale down the mountain and get over here to the staircase. Alright, up next here is Campello. Another very simple station. Where's the label? There it is, Campello. So another high-level platform, very easy to access. In reality, this is how it pretty much looks. Just imagine a parking lot level with it here. And, you know, just look down the track. Both ways, fairly straight. And 1 shelter area, as there is only 1 track and platform in real life as well. So very simple. I just realized I forgot to turn on nighttime as I usually do, so I'll do that now. I'll go back and look at the other ones at night at the end of this, just to give it the nighttime look. So there's the nighttime look. I'm so used to building now that I'm working on the Fitchburg line right now, construction-wise, so I have it on day mode. Alright, and then here is Bridgewater. Another simple platform, just the 1 track. It's got multiple exits here, multiple exits and entrances, so I just put them in. Got a couple of shelters, but pretty much simple as that. Not much going on here. And of course, it's raining again. And finally, we come up on the end of the line, Middleborough, Lakeville. Again, very simple station, high-level platform, easy access. I just put a staircase to get down to it, and I just realized that that doesn't work. I'll fix that. As a matter of fact, I'll just get rid of it. Don't need that. Just hop down to it. There we go. So Middleborough, Lakeville, end platform, just single high level with the shelter. And as soon as South Coast Rail gets completed, and I know what the stations are going to look like, I will probably extend this further. In fact, I might even extend it further for the Cape Flyer stations as well. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably try to get some of those done because I know that does continue from here. So South Coast Rail and Cape Flyer will be potential upcoming projects. Alright, so there's a little aerial shot. And real quick, I'll go back to the other ones so you can see what they look like at night. So I forgot to do that. Alright, so here's Brockton's look at night. Here's Montello. Holbrook, Randolph. Braintree. Quincy Center. I just realized I didn't even show those at night in my last video either. But there they are. You can see them. Not much to show, really. And JFK UMASS. And that's the end of the Middleborough Lakeville line. Sorry you kind of have to rehash there. Just wanted to show them at night all lit up. But that's it. And next will be the Kingston Plymouth line.